you're going to go first?
I'll go first. And so, yeah, I am the Royal Imperial Guard of the cyber workforce. And it is not a problem that can be solved with one solution. It is a multifaceted problem, but my argument is that internships and giving people experience at cyber is going to help them get the job and help fill the cyber gap. Regardless of education or certification, if you don't have the skills...
That's not fair.
Who said that?
Nobody.
Turn that mic off.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
That's right. This is not the fight you're looking for. Without the experience, you're not going to get the job. Doesn't matter your certifications or your degree. I'm not going to hire you if you don't have some level of experience to demonstrate your ability to do the job.
Okay. All right. It's cool. He moved his seat away. You don't have to sit down. Stand up. Jesse, you got 30 seconds in your intro.
Y'all, okay. What if I challenged everybody here, and I'm going to speak to the CISO, okay? The decision makers, those of hiring authority or decision making, okay? There is not a cyber talent gap because there's a diversity gap. There are people that have their degrees, or maybe not, their certifications. They have the soft skills, the life skills necessary to fill the seat. What are you losing as a CISO? And I understand you're burnt out, okay? I understand you have a lot on your plate, but it's up to you, and I'm holding you accountable, and I'm challenging you guys and ladies to think long game and to ask yourself, what are you doing to get into the community, to bring awareness to cyber, to enable women, minorities, military vets, and maybe you haven't heard this term before, the neurodiversity community.
All right. That's 30 seconds. You will get plenty of rebuttal opportunities. Mike, you got 30 seconds in rebut.
I don't disagree at all with the diversity argument. I think diversity adds value to our effectiveness as a cyber industry. More thoughts, more perspectives, more real-world experiences, more personalities. And just as an example, women do some cyber jobs better than men, just inherently. Like forensics. They run circles around me. Some of you talked about some security analyst positions where women just run circles around guys. I don't disagree with that. However, they have to be qualified. So I'm all about hiring whoever, women, men, underprivileged, whatever, as long as you can demonstrate your ability to do the job. Now, how do you do that? Well, internships, apprenticeships, and believe it or not, that's kind of y'all's fault. You've got to get out in the community and talk about how people can get involved.
And that's 30. So I'm putting a period on that sentence, but that's okay. You got 30.
Okay. Look to your left, look to your right. How many minorities do you see in the room? Compared to you, the CISO, the white CISO, okay? I'm not here to be politically correct. And not only that, so we're talking leadership, but the workforce. How many conferences do you go to and you see a black woman or man, okay, or these socially awkward by themselves? Are you going up to them and talking to them? Because I can guarantee you, if I'm talking to them all the freaking time. I show up to the conferences, you guys, and some of y'all seen me. I'm there for the workforce. And I know that I talk to them every freaking day, and I know, I want y'all to consider something real quick.
30 seconds. Sorry, you paused. And I inserted a period.
No.
And that's how Fight Club works.
Oh, no. There's
Mike,
more.
you got 30 seconds in rebut.
Regardless of the environment, whether it's a conference you're speaking at, a school you're talking to, a team that you're speaking in front of at your company, you've got to stress the importance of experience. How do I get my hands on something that I want a job doing? And internships and apprenticeships are the way to do that. But it can't be the regular, just go sit with Bob for the summer and watch what he does and let him task you with menial things. It has to be more than that. And it has to include more than just cyber hands-on stuff. It's got to address the cultural the characteristic, the leadership, the communication, the soft skills, and the
And
ability to work as
And
part of your
30.
team.
All right, bring it home before we go to the referees.
I agree with Saylor. In fact, internships and diversity, they complement each other. We know this. But how many of you understand, coming from the woman, the single mother, or the one who has to hide their profile picture on LinkedIn because they think that that's going to increase their chances of getting called, but no, it doesn't work enough. There are broken hiring processes. There are broken communication. There's a lack of clarity between the CISO, the hiring managers, the decision makers, and HR that needs to be addressed. Job descriptions that are ridiculously long. Bachelor's degrees that don't need to be on there, they're not required. There's so much, and I could go on, but I'm not.
You're not going to be allowed to. That's okay. All right. Now, everybody in the room knows that this gentleman is not known for his softball questions, and I do not expect anything other than that from Mr. David Bell. What do you got?
So you're over there talking about internships and summer and experience. My question is, where's the passion and the measurement on the ability to learn that delves all the way back into offering high school kids part-time jobs to be able to build that, as opposed to waiting for the 4-year degree that all of a sudden they become qualified?
Okay, I'm going to
Where
have
do you
I'm going to
start?
have Jesse answer this question first.
Well, nobody's talking about soft skills, but that's number one, right? And you're going to get, so let's say you had to decide between diversity, hiring for diversity and inclusion, okay, or interns right out of college. And I know a few, by the way, in the crowd that are freaking fantastic. But soft skills, if you're going to hire someone right out of college, do they have that resilience? They lost that during COVID. They lost the soft skills and the ability to, yes, rap.
All right, you got more. You're going to have a rebuttal round. It's okay. 15 seconds. It's quicker than the 30.
You're absolutely right. So in order to address the cyber workforce deficit faster, we've got to get people out of high school in the job force. And we're actually working on a pilot with Cert Cibolo ISD in San Antonio to do just that. So we've aligned their curriculum with the study guides for industry certifications. We built a mock security operations center for students to work at alongside the district's IT personnel. And by the time they graduate, they will have 3 industry certs, Security Plus, A Plus, and CYSA Plus, and 300 hours of at the keyboard work with the school district with experience in cybersecurity.
Okay, Jesse, you got 15 seconds, and then we get our second question.
What if I told y'all that there's people out there that don't look like you, sound like you, or have the same kind of name as you, not from here, that are experienced and they have their credentials? It's not all credentials, okay, y'all? It's experience. There are people out there of the minority, and I'm not here for marketing whatever. It is true. There are diverse and unique people out there who aren't getting callbacks and aren't able to get through to your HR department. Why?
Okay. Who's got the second question? You guys, don't be afraid.
Yeah. I still want to know the same thing. Is David asked, where's the test for passion? Where's the test for anything other than specific experience?
So what is the test for passion? You guys don't do a passion test like we do in marketing? Okay. So what's the passion test?
Well, some of the passion test is also called like paying your dues. And so our intern programs are not paid. You have to dedicate time and loyalty. Your interest in participating in the program and being lined up with corporations that have opportunities, whether it's a recruiter or a company in the community or a co-op with your college courses. You've got to put in your time and value to dedicate to your career path, but find a mentor.
All right, well, that was clearly a popular opinion. So, Jesse, 15 seconds, and then we're going to see who wins this battle.
Okay. There's a handful of interns in here right now, okay? They are open for work. Open for work. You can go Google it. You can go put it in LinkedIn if you wanted, or you can go and talk to them right now. They're volunteers working with the ISSA. They're at UTD. They are passionate. You can hire them right now. They're right here.
Well, okay. So this has been a good back and forth. It wasn't one-sided by any stretch of the means. So that was a made-up phrase, so you know. All right. Here we go. Where's my meter? Let's give it up for Mike Saylor. Okay. How about Jesse? Let's give it up for Jesse. Jesse won by a nose.
I have
Congratulations. No talking. No talking. 5 minutes.